Is there something that you can't stop talking about? What do you think is the biggest issue in our country? I knew it was too good to last. Tom pretended that he didn't notice. Tom bought me a wonderful gift. Tom bought us something to eat. You've got to get out of here right away. I don't need this any longer. Tom bought us some sandwiches. Tom bought some sandwiches for us. What's something that you don't get tired of talking about? What's something that you'd never get tired of talking about? I wasn't able to repair this refrigerator. I don't think that I can repair this refrigerator. I'll wait for you in front of the radio station. It's fun playing football after school. I'm very busy practicing after school. My mother was busy getting ready for dinner. My mother hated caterpillars, not to mention snakes. Tom carries his camera with him all the time. You ought to sit down. Nobody explained anything to us. I believe that honesty is the best policy. Nobody knew what awaited us. There's no school in August. Everything's become automated. What's the difference between a magazine and a newspaper? The exam will end in an hour. Wait, I need to buy a ticket. Wait, I need to buy a ticket for you, too. Is it raining where you are? We bought these books for Tom. We need to buy a gift for Tom. Why don't you buy both of those? Do you know what Tom bought us? Do you know what Tom bought for us? Guess what Tom bought for us? Should I buy something for Tom? Tom was riding a stolen motorcycle when the police stopped him. I wasn't the one that got caught. Tom is a gifted songwriter. I wasn't the only one who got caught. If you're not busy, could you help me out a bit with this? That may not happen as much now as it used to. Please wait here until Tom gets here. I'm not too old to help. Do you think that I should get a tattoo? Tom never talks about his own children. This is the same dictionary that I talked about yesterday. Tom sold it. I don't think that we need to do this. Personally, I don't agree with Tom. We worked hard all afternoon. Well, if that's the way you feel. There are several important questions that science cannot answer. I hope that we have a good time. When did Tom move into his new house? Evidently, it's time for us to leave. Tom has grown a lot recently. Keep that dog away from me. The police employed a water cannon. Why are you up so early this morning? Tom is just a little older than Mary. Are pies hard to make? We talked about food. The police asked Tom to describe the intruder. It was wonderful to meet you both. If you won the lottery, what's the first thing you'd buy? The plane that Tom is on will be landing soon. One never knows what'll happen. I had my hair cut the day before yesterday. I apologized to Tom for being late. At first, it didn't seem like our plan would work. I've just been to the station to see my mother off. My mother objected to my going to Australia. Tom thinks of everything in terms of money. Tom cooked the potatoes for a long time. Tom was once a champion swimmer. My mom gave me what I wanted for lunch. Where did you buy that jacket? Tom doesn't always get up early. Tom was happy about the news, and so was I. What were you and Tom discussing? Tom can't drive a car at all. Whenever I hear this song, I think about the first dance I went to when I was a teenager. The trains don't run as often at night. You haven't once said that you're sorry. You aren't anywhere near being finished. We heard the sound of a bell in the distance. After doing that, I was totally exhausted. After that, I was totally exhausted. I believe ghosts exist. This concert was better than I expected it to be. The concert was better than I expected. The dentist told me not to move. I think it's not so bad. It's important that we keep active. No one has explained anything to me. There's no need to hurry. We have lots of time. There's no rush. The deadline is 3 weeks from today.